stoning for adultery, amputations for theft, death for apostates, and second-class status for Christians and Jews. This is life under Sharia law, the Islamic system practiced in countries like Iran, Saudi Arabia, and Great Britain. Yes, Great Britain. There are reportedly some 85 Sharia courts now operating there, with Islamic judges ruling on cases ranging from financial to marriage disputes among British Muslims.
We went into some proceedings, and there were a couple of Islamic judges sitting up above the rest, and there was one solitary Muslim woman who was suing for divorce.
Alan Craig is a former city councillor in East London, home to several Sharia courts where women face open discrimination.
A woman's witness value is half that of a man. So, you know, they will tend, therefore, to take the man's position in a divorce.
Craig is working with Baroness Carolyn Cox to pass a bill in Britain's House of Lords protecting women from the Sharia oppression. Muslim women here face intimidation within their communities to settle things the Sharia way. And according to Craig, some wrongly believe Islamic courts are their only option.
But what we're trying to do is say Muslim women, especially in this country, need to be informed they actually have other rights, in our view, better rights under English law.
Sharia courts operate outside of British common law. Their defenders say the courts are legal under a 1996 Arbitration Act that allows people to settle differences through methods of their own choosing. These courts have popped up in several British cities with large Muslim populations, including Birmingham, Bradford, Manchester, and London.
This is the Tower Hamlets section of East London, and it's really the epicenter of the Sharia movement here in Great Britain.
This impoverished borough of East London has been dubbed the Islamic Republic of Tower Hamlets. Its first elected mayor is a Muslim who critics say has ties to extremist groups. His office declined CBN News' request for an interview. Radical Muslims have threatened women here for not covering up, and gays have been beaten in the streets.
If people are afraid of having their hands cut, don't steal. If you don't want to be stoned to death, don't commit adultery.
Anjem Chowdhury wants Sharia law to rule Great Britain. Last year, his followers put up posters around Tower Hamlets labeling it a Sharia-controlled zone where Islamic rules are enforced.
We're sitting in a beautiful park here in London. How would this park look different? Would this park look different if Sharia came to the UK and your vision came to the UK?
Certainly, you know, the adult women, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, you know, will have to cover themselves, as indeed would the men.
Craig fears the growth of Sharia law in areas like East London could lead to Muslim enclaves isolated from mainstream British society.
My feeling around here is that those that don't, those that isolate themselves, those that separate themselves, is growing faster than those who what we would call progressive. A big marker for that it would be the number of women, the growth of the number of women round here wearing the full face veil, the burqa, the full burqa with the face veil. And it's extraordinary how younger and younger the women get.
So could Sharia courts come to America? The idea sounds far-fetched to some. Yet according to the Center for Security Policy in Washington, there have been some 50 court cases in at least 23 states that have seen conflicts between Sharia law and American state law. And 4 states have adopted legislation called American Laws for American Courts that would protect U.S. citizens from the use of any type of foreign law like Sharia in the courtroom. Back in East London, Craig says the fight against Sharia is much more than a religious or legal issue.
It's actually a human rights thing. And that's what we're doing. And we're working in partnership with non-Christians as well on this, trying to bolster and strengthen the position for Muslim women.
Eric Stackelbeck, CBN News, reporting from East London.